The one, the only, Jay Fizzy.
In the hizzle.
In the hizzle.
They got the thin chain on today, huh?
I know,
Okay,
right?
cool.
Speedy hating. Speedy hating.
What he say?
So you had a little chain on today.
I done had these same clothes on 3 days.
In the house, the one, the only, Jay Foxx.
You ain't gonna give him no hand clap?
Oh, shit.
See.
You turn into a groupie, look. Why your password cheese?
All right, so you're coming off one of the hottest episodes. They said the ratings were off the chain.
Man.
Bro.
It's like a
Hey,
seven
Speedy,
share.
I blew it the night before.
You did? What happened?
Man, motherfucker, I crashed and burned. I didn't know how it was going to be. I'm glad. This whole process has been incredible. First of all, Jimmy Kimmel, shout out to him, Norman Lear, they put this together, said they want to redo the Jeffersons and All in the Family. Yeah.
Jungle Juice. Put your radio teeth in.
Yeah, and I got my movie teeth in. Got my Denzel's in right now. I'm sorry, I didn't know I was coming to do Speedy's radio. I could have used my regular teeth. I got my Denzel's in. I'm overqualified for this microphone.
Hysterical.
So anyway, nigga, like I was saying, so Jimmy Kimmel he want to redo All in the Family, want to redo the job. I said, man, JK, whatever you hit. I say JK because you know,
Y'all know each other.
some Hollywood shit. And I do arrogance too. What I said, I say, hey man, anything you need from me, I'm down, bro. So the process started, and you know, like it started with other people. I think they said Viola Davis at one point, and
Wow.
you know, I mean, there was a lot of people that were, but the cast that they got, Wanda Sykes,
Yeah.
Incredible.
I love
Kerry Washington, Will Ferrell,
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson on the All in the Family side. I mean,
What's the young lady played his wife?
Marissa Tomei destroyed Marla Gibbs.
Oh,
yeah.
88 years young.
She look good
June
too.
the 14th.
88 years young. Sitting there with Marla Gibbs, who was off book.
Oh, she was?
Oh,
She was off book, and Marla Gibbs was supposed to play Mother Jefferson at first.
That's what I thought.
She was supposed to play Mother
That's what I
Jefferson at
thought.
first, but then it was like, you know, man, wouldn't it be great to see Marla Gibbs come through that door, that iconic character once again, and sitting there with the king of television, Norman Lear, which I met years ago, Speedy, because we were doing we were actually in the Foxhole back when Barack Obama was making his trek. I get a call from Norman, Jamie, it's Norman Lear. How are you, Jamie? Listen, he's got the gas. This guy, this Obama kid, he's gonna win for sure. I said, wait a minute, who is it? It's Norman Lear. So he predicted that, like however long ago that was. So we already had some sort of history. But that's when he was 86. Now he's 96.
Wow.
96, 97 years old. On the set, B.
Yeah.
Look, he had his little cane and shit.
Yeah.
But other than that, he was like, I don't need no help. I said, let me help you. Help me do what? He popped up. This motherfucker got some new legs. And he was texting, bro.
No way.
Yeah, like, you know, take it. The font was cool.
It wasn't big like Speedy.
It wasn't. It was, hey, Speedy, I should be with you. I be trying to act cool and shit.
See,
I'm blind as a
I
mother.
can't do this shit because the minute the girl say how I'm doing.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh shit!
Oh, you're cool, gone. You're cool, gone.
What? You better than me, nigga. I don't use them at all, especially in public, nigga. I start ordering from the menu. I was like, yeah, let me get the tacos or sir, this is an Italian restaurant. Oh yeah. I was just trying to see what. So here he is, 96 years old. He's texting. He had everything on lock. You know, he knew exactly what to do. Making the call to have, you know, Marla Gibbs come out was brilliant. And then Jimmy Kimmel, man, you can't say enough. You know, as comedians, we want everything right. So you know, I'm texting in the middle of the night because, you know, I'm like, man, we need the music, we need this, and Jimmy Kimmel's texting right back. We got it. And so the process was incredible. I didn't get the big head, but I was killing so much in the rehearsals and shit, and flying around, and you know, I was really on my Michael Jordan shit. I'm not gonna fly with everybody else in the plane and give me my own, you know, shit. Oh, I wasn't.
Nigga had a cabin. He had his own
But
cabin.
I wasn't an asshole, but I did feel like I was really like on some shit until two nights ago. The first show that we did with the audience, It was crazy. I mean, George Jefferson was just, I would say, boo, fire, fire. Second show, I walk in with my shades on, not really talking, the Purvey shades on, not really talking to people, and I'm just feeling like, oh, I got it in the bag. Yeah. And then my daughter and everybody my little daughter show up, right? And it's a live audience, but I could see Woody Harrelson like is in a different mode. He was saying his lines. He had the energy, and I was like, "Oh man, this is great."
You was like, "Boo again."
Man, I went out that motherfucker said boo. They said boo. Dog, I died. I told you that. Yeah. I told you that, and it was crazy. Like when Speedy and watch this. I died. I'm gonna be honest with you. In the run through, I died. I said, "Oh God." I said, "If this is any indication of what tomorrow, it's gonna be fucked up. It's gonna be a whole different interview when I come in." Yeah.
Wow.
Where do we start, Jay? So I died. But here was the thing. It was so bad, Speedy, because you know how as comedians, when we start sweating, that's when you know the joke didn't go right, and that motherfucker do this though. And that bitch is just coming down like, see me, motherfucker? Yeah, see me, motherfucker? And I was like, by the time I got to the rest of the shit, bro, nobody was laughing. I was sweating so hard in the scene. It looked like I was shooting my scene in the rain while everybody else was in the fucking studio. So I was like, oh, man, it's fucked up, man. And it was, and at the end of the show, the only people to come up to me was my family. Right. You know how Hollywood was. Everybody else was over there, and they were talking like this. Yeah, so anyway.
He blew it.
And it was, and then I won't say the names, but these motherfuckers know who the fuck I'm talking about. I won't say these names, but these Hollywood motherfuckers came up to me with some sidewinder voodoo doll shit.
What did he say?
Dude comes up to me, and everybody knows this dude too. He's right. He says, "Hey."
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. He says, "Hey, you should probably do this more. You should probably like be in front of these types of cameras more, as opposed to the movie cameras." And walked off. I said, "Okay, nigga. Okay, check." And I see a doll hanging out of his fucking pocket. It had looked like my legs, and the motherfucker was just. And then another
I heard about these
another dudes. Hollywood writer came up and says, how's things? Because they knew I burnt. They knew I mean, no executive, nobody talking to me. It was literally like, should we replace it?
Oh no!
I heard Speedy's available.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I said, but you know who walked up to me, bro, out of nowhere? Rain Pryor.
Oh, Rain.
Oh wow!
She said, "Jay, come on, it ain't tomorrow. You should be happy you blew it here." He said, because it's like my father live on the Sunset Strip. First night it wasn't cool. Yeah. He bombed the first night.
Yeah, you're right.
He bombed the first night. A lot of people know that. Live on the Sunset Strip, Richard Pryor bombed that first night. It was the second night that was crazy. She said,
that was the one they got.
So you got the second night. I took a picture with her. My kids hugged me and said, "Yeah, Dad, you blew it. We still love you anyway." And then the night of the show, Speedy. First of all, the fact that I looked up in the stands, and you know when you really sort of kind of nervous. So I was like this. I seen you. I said, "There goes Speed."
He's still fat.
I was like this. Nigga, I was so happy to see you. Nigga, I was like, and then I see TDP. I said, "TDP." Hey guys. I'm over here. I'm playing George. And I gotta give a shout out to Jack A. Shout out to Jack A.
Nigga, she had people laughing the whole time in the back. She's like,
"Where's the alcohol?"
Yeah.
Speedy, who has the alcohol?
Jack A was amazing because like, you blew it. Yeah. But you're gonna be okay. You blew it, yeah, nigga. I mean, but shit, it is what it is. Go out there, forget it, change it on. Be different. You blew it.
That's just how she was the whole time.
You blew it, but you're gonna be okay. You would, but she kept it so motherfucking real. Yeah. And Kerry Washington, I cannot say enough. Carrie was like, Carrie was so beautiful. She said, "It's okay. We coming back. We doing our thing." And when George first walks in, and on purpose, Norman Lear says, "Make it your own."
Yes.
And so the original thing was to come in and sort of be the, almost a caricature version of him in the All in the Family portion of it.
And I must say, when they did All in the Family and they started doing the dialogue, it was like they were talking about right now.
Yeah, but I mean, what people,
Like the president,
yeah.
all that, all sound like right now.
Yeah, but people don't understand. First of all, old cliches, you got to believe in them. You know, history always repeats itself.
Yes, it does.
You know, and it's the truth. I mean, if you look at how we're dealing with things today, if you're dealing with the president today, or you're dealing with something that's sort of like that was sort of Nixonish back in the day, it's just it doesn't change. And if you look at the map since the Civil War, it never changes as far as how we vote. It's always the red states vote the same way, the blue states vote the same. But I think it's on a higher level. I think it's yin and yang shit, something special. But it is something that's sort of like, it's something that's higher in the fact of like yin and yang. For complete light, there's complete darkness. There's a reason why there's a difference when you talk about how people perceive one another. Like, you know, somebody's gonna love Trump, somebody's not gonna love Trump. That's just part. That's just part of it. But what they were saying back then is still remains today, because America is central casting. We don't like to change too much. So the natural reaction of our politics anyway is to always buoy back. You know, there's gonna be 8 years of Democrats and 8 years of Republicans, and it always does that. And then when you have a black president, they buoy back even further because they were like, let's find the absolute opposite of what this is.
Completely.
Yeah, because they're oh God, we're back. I knew this shit was gonna change with Donald Trump just being in Atlanta. Yeah. That whole time people in Atlanta were like, oh shit, make me an LL Bean. Get your khakis on. There's about to be a coup. It was like, yo, so you are right in the fact that you're right in the fact that those things that we were dealing with back then are still relevant today, and it's just another testament to Norman Lear and those writers on how they write. Yeah.
Now you hadn't did television how long? Since
beat Shazam.
Well, I mean,
which comes on Monday nights at 8 o'clock. Make sure you check it out. No, I know what you mean.
When we got there, it took us back.
Good, right?
It took us back to Jamie Foxx show, 10 Living Color.
Yeah,
and just having those, just being on set, man, and just.
That's why we got to. That's why we got to do it again. We got a deal over at Netflix right now, so we'll all be on the fucking show.
The Black Mansion.
Yeah, the Black Mansion. Real. So Speedy came up with a dope ass idea called the Black Mansion, which is basically like our Curb Your Enthusiasm of all our shit that's going on. Yeah. But it feels good to be on the set, man, and to be able to move the comic needle, because that's what I dig TV.
You gotta tell them. So Fox Mansion it's a mansion.
Yeah, fuck.
First of all, he got a TV. He got a TV in the kitchen, but they ain't got no remote. So we watch whatever's on. We watched the Bible channel for about 2 hours. Because nobody wanted to change that.
That's because I don't think you could be funny with your shit too. It can't be perfect, my nigga. It's to me, it's like I leave my house a certain way. Even when he walked in the first time, he walked in, he seen that one room, that brown room. He said, "Yeah."
Is this what we're doing?
Yeah. Motherfucker took his phone out like, look at this shit right here. This nigga Fox is not getting those residual checks.
He got one of the rooms they just put shit in. It don't have nothing to do with the room. It's just shit in the room. You go, hey man, where you got a tennis racket? Maybe in that room.
Hey, is that room weird though? That room got everything you fucking need. Nigga, you can get a hypodermic needle in there.
He had CDs, cassettes.
And right on the wall. Oh, you see all that shit?
You ain't lying.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the one thing I think we should explore, because I don't think you could be funny being perfect. That's why I always sort of I like the fact that shit is off. Like I told you, we went over to Eddie Murphy house. Okay. You know, we went to Eddie house and it was me and it was Rock and Chappelle and Jimmy Kimmel and it was just like, you know, but I thought, and Eddie want to get back out there.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, he want to get back. He should. He funny, but like, nigga, you got to fix his house. It's too perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
it's like a furniture match. Place.
Huh?
Everything's in the right place.
Yeah, you know that shit. The pumped in smell. The not potpourri. That real shit. Yeah. That when you go into
money
the big
smell,
the money, it smell like damn. That shit smell like heaven. Like you could eat it.
Like Fifth Avenue.
Like if you was hungry, you just like, oh shit. I had a full meal when I walked in this motherfucker. But and then even the game room, I thought was just off. Cause
you got a game room?
What? Nigga, this motherfucker got bowling alley,
No.
Skeet shooting. I mean, this motherfucker had everything.
You hit the bowling ball. Shit.
But I was just like, it's too. I said something got to be off in order to remain funny. Like at least your Miss Pac-Man got to be out of order. That shit can't be like perfect.
Take your quarter.
At least it had to have a knob. You put
quarter.
tape on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I always think that you got to have something like that in order to be able to get like that. And then you got to have like moments like last night, man. I think it was very remarkable, man.
One of my favorite moments was when you messed up.
Oh yeah.
That was hilarious.
I think that broke the ice and made everybody go, "Oh
chills.
shit!"
This
It was
ITV,
brilliant.
I thought I was gonna die.
It was brilliant.
You thought you was gonna die. Shit, I was dying. I was like, man, nigga, you better figure this shit the fuck. Boom, nigga, I could come right now. No, right now, not right now. But here was the thing.
It was fabulous.
Here was the thing though. When that happened, from watching Eddie Murphy, Saturday Night Live, shades on, he flubs a line. He was doing some sort of a radical character, and he flubs a line, and the people laugh. He said, "Shut up!" You know, he talks to the fourth wall. Carol Burnett, any of those shows when they're doing their thing and they get off the rails a little bit, and sometimes the best things came out of mistakes. That one, I was trying to be so perfect to the text that when it got to that part and these movie teeth was in, and that shit blew it. It was just like
I want a pair.
Yeah. But it was just like, as comics, we know, like we are on a high wire at all times.
Okay.
But the main thing you do is lean into the people. Lean into the. Let them know that you're vulnerable. Let them know that you made a mistake, and at the same time, take it somewhere else. And I think after that, it did loosen.
It did.
Loosen
Because
things
if
up.
you hadn't done what you did, then we would have been feeling sorry for you.
Yeah, and it'd been it wouldn't been feeling sorry for her. This motherfucker would have been heated up. Why y'all got this nigga on here?
Right.
Sherman Hemsley is trending right now. Sherman from heaven just says,
Most
"Fuck
people
this
don't
nigga."
notice that, so you know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like you get the real shit, but
But
It
your
was
fans
amazing.
they're more forgiving. You know what I mean?
yeah,
but
they're
we
more
would've felt for
forgiving,
him,
but
so
you
we
still would
would've
have
been
been like,
able
"Yo,
to enjoy
Foxx, okay, you see me, okay, nigga, you my nigga, but you see me out after it went that way, you be like, yo, Foxx, you good?
Right.
Yeah.
Need a ride home?
So what now?
So
What now?
How about Shazam?
Yeah, but it's like Speedy. From watching Speedy when I first got to LA years ago, man. When this dude right here was just a fucking
Little.
little motherfucker.
No
yeah.
beads.
No beads.
Yeah.
Shalom.
But watching Speedy knock down the Pizzazz Club, which was, I said, wow, this motherfucker is great at every motherfucking moment in this motherfucking club. Look at Speedy's
Let me write
expression.
that down.
Like he over there blushing.
I'm trying to make sure you're reading everything I gave.
Let me see.
Turn his mic up.
Somebody got their hand on his thigh. Niggas like this.
I ain't never seen Speedy go like this.
Right.
Grab his pearls.
You know what I'm saying? But you be on any show and you in the trenches and you're like, okay, you go to your bag. So we went to our bag on that, and I think it loosened it up and it gave an opportunity to really give a big laugh and All in the Family. And then after All in the Family, going into the Jeffersons, you see George become George. Like, it was like now we're like in a groove where, we needed to play the nuance and really not explain, but show what George's point of view was like. He was like the juxtaposition to Archie Bunker. He was the black version of that, where he felt like, I'm moving up, and then to have both wives in each situation, anchoring these two guys that would do anything for their families, but at the same time, they kept it, for lack of a better word, real.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I thought they should have went on and said the word nigga.
We did say
They said it, but they
But
bleeped it.
they bleeped it. But for those who don't know, before the show started, Jimmy came out, talked to the audience. Hey, y'all gonna hear some shit. Just roll with it. It's just this is how it was. And I thought they should just don't blurt it out. I think saying the word nigga right now would have been fine. I had no
Listen,
problem with it.
I don't give a fuck about saying anything. When they came to me, I was like, what we gonna say? I'm gonna say motherfucking nigga with your bitch ass motherfucker. Suck this motherfucking dick with your bitch ass. Motherfucker.
Is
That
this
too
Jamie
much?
or Samuel L. Jackson? Who the hell?
That
I
nigga
was-
on that neck.
But I will tell you, when we had the first conversation about the N-word, we were all on the phone. I said, here's what we want to do. Me as a comedian, we live for that. If I get controversy, that's 15 minutes. However, Kerry Washington, Marissa Tomei, people who can't fight like we fight. They're not comedians. I said, so we just want to protect them, make sure the shrapnel doesn't get them. But I also said to him too, like, I think in Hollywood we overreacting to so much shit, and everybody else in the regular world ain't. Yeah. And that's why you see how the president won.
Man, who you telling?
They wasn't giving a fuck about none of that shit. Yeah. All that shit everybody was thinking about was like, man, they don't give a fuck. Every time we have a movement or a day or something, motherfuckers don't give a fuck about none of our rich boycotts. Like motherfuckers be in their mansion. We ain't going to motherfucking TJ Maxx no more.
Gucci
Sin.
never.
Gucci, I can't believe this. Why would they do that? Why would that? Sin.
We waited exactly 2 months. I waited 2 months to get my bag back out.
Nigga, I never put my bag in. I'm like, y'all must be fucking kidding me, nigga. I'm not giving up this Gucci, nigga. Fuck y'all. Like, I'm gonna tell you why. Because I was like, I know these motherfuckers after 30 minutes gonna be wearing Gucci. Right. And two, my homie Gilbert. Gilbert always say, hey dog, what the fuck is y'all talking about now? I said, yeah, it's a whole Gucci revolt. He said, nigga, don't nobody go to Gucci out here, dog. Man, if it was TJ Maxx or Walmart, dog, we fuck with y'all, dog, but motherfucking Gucci. And I said, I'm with you, my nigga, because Gucci, nigga, even I put shit back in Gucci. Oh, yeah, that's how expensive shit. Nigga, I have 4 shirts. And them motherfuckers rang that shit up and said 50,000. What? Nigga, I turned the whole module around. Hold on, bitch. Let me itemize this shit.
Take this collar off.
No, take the sleeve. No, I got the sleeveless one. This is sleeveless. Now you charge me for the sleeve. That's a fucking car. Nigga, Gucci is Gucci. Don't let nobody fool you, nigga. Gucci is a fucking. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
And like I said, so it was like
4 shirts. I'm trying to figure out how much they was. 10,000.
Nigga, exactly. 10 rags.
How did you put the shirts back and be cool?
I put them. I walked right past some Persian motherfuckers. Like, oh my goodness, my friend. I said, yeah, move. Excuse me. There's a gang of Persians and Africans in there buying a gang of shit. I said, I'm putting this shit back. Goes, no, we will buy it for you, my friend. I feel bad for you. Put it up. I will buy this. Nigga, I got kids. Fuck that. I got Speedy. But you.
Give me a long sleeve.
in the social media world and shit like that, it's like I think sometimes we lose sort of perspective, and we sort of spread ourselves thin on what we're boycotting to where when it comes up to real issues like Alabama, where we at?
Yeah.
Where we at?
Crazy.
Like where you at when it comes to women's rights? We don't hear you right now.
Yeah.
I don't see the marches.
Yeah,
I don't see any of that. And then but we're so comfortable in our houses, texting and tweeting and all that kind of shit. But real marches, and I'm guilty as well. It's like, what I'm saying? It's like, we can't, if we really want to talk about movements, it's the old school stick with that old school construction paper and a marker that writes down what you feel, and you put it in your hand and you hit the street and you make things, you really change things. Niggas be boycotting. I said, niggas, you got this shit on right now.
But I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
So it's not to say that we don't have points on this.
Right.
Yeah, but sometimes we just gotta focus on what priority really is and what it really is, because we can make a dust up about anything. Because I told you, I vote, nigga, with this curtain open. I make no. I said, and I'm voting Democrat. But if you really about it, all of the things, and we talk about it in our act, so I don't want to give everything up, but you can see the shit is funny.
Your boy Magic was under fire.
Oh, okay.
When he came on to what was it? Not Sports Center, but your boy's show.
Stephen A.
Smith, your cousin.
Hilarious. So Magic what now?
So Magic went on there to say, everybody was hating. They pretty much was hating on Magic.
What's his name? Pachenko?
Yeah, Pachenko, whatever the fuck his name is. And Magic said he couldn't do what he wanted to do, and he found out he had no power. He couldn't fire and hire the people he wanted to hire.
I'm the biggest LeBron fan in the world. I it's sad because the NBA suffered. I think, like, if you look at the NBA now, it's not as exciting. It suffered from just the whole debacle a little bit. Because now it's exciting, but it's not like how ain't nobody in the water, ain't nobody there to hate. They love to hate LeBron. Everybody's nice. You know what I'm saying? You know,
shaking hands after the game.
Kawhi Leonard. Everybody roots for these people, but I think in LeBron and the Magic situation, I just think that it's dysfunctional at the top. Meaning like, you know, front offices wins championships. So you look at maybe Jeannie Buss and those guys who run it. It's not like having Jerry West there.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like having guys who've
He's
done
with the Clippers, by the way.
Yeah. Well, you see why the Clippers are thriving.
Sure.
Some would say with
nothing.
With nothing. But I mean, I don't want to disrespect those. I don't want to disrespect those players. But it's always the front office, man. And you know, if you have someone. And I don't know these guys, the Pelinkas or whatever like that, but even with Magic, it's like you use Magic to the best of your ability. You take Magic and use Magic to sweeten whatever deal it is. But if someone is saying bad things about Magic, or he didn't come into work, or he didn't, I said it's like they wanted Leonardo DiCaprio to do press. Somebody wanted him to do press for Django. I said, why? He's Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. He's better. He's better served seeing him on the couch. What does that get us? He's better served being, you know, Leo, the guy who's has the mystique. You know, it's sort of like when Puff did a party. Anyway. Puff did a party one time years back. He did this party. It was crazy. Motherfucker was going crazy, and he didn't promote this, but Michael Jackson was in the corner. I was like, that Michael Jackson? Yeah. So it's like. Having Magic, you don't need to do anything else, but let Magic be Magic. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you hired him.
Yeah, that's why you hired him. You didn't hire Magic. You didn't hire Magic to rebound. You hire Magic to assist. Go get the chip. So
get these players.
So here's the thing: if a system can't respect one of the greatest basketball players in the world, how can they respect anybody? Like, how is Magic Johnson, who is the staple of Los Angeles, when you say Los Angeles Lakers, you say Magic Johnson, and you know you of course Kobe and Shaq, but still, so there's a bit of a dysfunction if that guy is so disrespected that he just pops off right. I gotta say this. First of all, you know, I mean, he's just, I can't stand these motherfuckers. It's like
Magic had so much going on that really him being he's so rich that he said, I quit this
write
job.
It down first, nigga, because you all over.
No.
So he run and then he died.
No, nobody.
He's a Capricorn.
Magic is a Leo, and we're in retrograde right now.
I want to get my point out.
I think he's from Michigan. I think.
I want to get my point out.
Nigga started the story from the beginning.
Nigga hesitated on himself.
I'm having a Jefferson
Tough
moment.
with these niggas.
I'm having a Jefferson moment.
And Farrakhan said,
You started to sweat.
But here's the thing, though. A billionaire should make it cooler. I don't have to go out here and hustle. I could go here and enjoy myself.
Exactly.
I want to come to the Los Angeles Lakers, the place that I built.
Right.
I built this. I'm not saying chill like hang out. I'm saying let me be me. I got the bag, so I don't need to leave. I could be here helping you out in the best way I can. Now all that other shit, there was a thing in Any Given Sunday when LL Cool J said, "You got them motherfuckers out there, let them niggas block. I run the ball." Yeah. So it's like basically y'all
do your position.
Yeah, y'all do y'all thing. Let me be me. You can't hire Magic and expect anything else but hey y'all okay baby, you know, all right now, okay, we there, okay,
throw the ball.
We there. So you want that, but what does it say? You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go back to this. What does it say if an organization can't keep Magic Johnson?
They're in disarray.
It's in disarray. So it's like now when it comes to LeBron, to me, I think there's a perception game that's been played on LeBron for a long time. The press has loved to use LeBron sort of like they use Donald Trump. Everything is like low in the news, let's go beat up on LeBron a little bit so we can get some clicks and stuff. Get some ratings. I would always challenge Stephen A. Smith. I said, Stephen, how come you don't say nothing about these other players? It's like LeBron, first of all, LeBron James. And, let's be very clear. I texted him. I said, nigga, LeBron ain't even playing. Like he's not even. And what was interesting, if you look at it, LeBron James has dominated every headline, whether he wins or loses. When Golden State won, it was why did LeBron James lose? When LeBron James won, it was all the big brute beat up on the light skinned guys. It's always this thing with LeBron. So it's like, it's a blessing and a curse to be him. I do think right now he should assert himself and say, hey, I actually think, and I don't have all I am is a big fan, but I think I never would have came here unless the coach was right, unless the players was right, because you know what's going to happen. You get here and it goes wrong, everybody's going to blame you because it's easy. You're an easier target. You're a big guy, so it's easy to blame him. So when he comes here now, he has to play. It's sad that he has to play in the twilight of his career, which is weird to even be saying that, but it's sad that he has to play in the twilight of his career in this sort of muck and mire in the because it's different. Playing in LA, the one thing it is, LA has got a high basketball IQ. Man. Now they may be Hollywood, but them motherfuckers love basketball. So when they don't say, and then I thought too, it's different because these younger players, they trying to make their way. So if they're tied to their social media or tied to all these things, they will feel bad the way people go in on them. Like, trade these motherfuckers out. Just bush a little bit. So now when you coming down the court, LeBron, and you look somebody off, I saw him, I won't say the player's name, but he came down and he looked one of the young boys off. He said, this motherfucker right here, man. This motherfucker been open, man. And so you have to really understand, like, it's a whole different thing here. Like in Cleveland, all you do is play basketball. In LA, man, I got a fucking club I'm promoting. Man. You know what I'm saying? After this game, whether we win or lose, nigga, I'm going to the fucking Delilah's.
I gotta be on set of the Jeffersons.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's so I don't know. I think it hurts the league. I think the ratings were down because LeBron is in the West, and so you don't have anybody to really watch in the East. And so I think it hurts the NBA.
Kawhi.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kawhi.
Yeah, but I mean Kawhi is like a great. He's San Antonio forever. Like,
but I think that
very quiet.
Him leaving San Antonio really showed us, damn, that dude, he was kind of Papa Dick had him restrained a little bit. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
you say Papa Dick?
He did say Papa Dick. That's his older cousin.
That's my screen name.
Papa
That
Dick.
is hilarious.
But now,
Black Planet name.
Hey, Papa Dick.
Underscore.
That's his porno he's shopping.
Show with a pizza.
PapaDick.com. Look at me.
Nigga, Squirt Reynolds and Squirt Reynolds.
LL
and Papa
Scrooge.
Dick.
So
Nigga, LL Scrooge.
so now that allows him to be free. Now I'm like, man, I'm telling you,
You
Kawhi
finished.
look.
I didn't know you was gonna finish.
Kawhi
I thought you would give up on that shit.
Said he free now.
Yeah,
I had a point.
he's amazing, and it shows that that's what he needed. But at the same time, it's like, NBA was always about these colorful, big, giant characters and egos and things like that. And so this is the year where it's they're just playing basketball, and it's sort of like it's nice,
Can Toronto win?
Can Toronto win?
Win it all.
Can they beat Golden State?
No,
No way.
not even close.
Not even close.
Golden State. I mean, you see, and what I think the young boy did at Golden State, he proved a big point. I think we really have to take our hats off to Steph Curry in the
He
fact
don't
of
get no love to me.
you should give him props in the fact that when KD came, he actually pulled back and said, "All right, man, let's do our thing." Yeah. He said, "Oh, you can't go tonight." That motherfucker found a telephone booth. You know how them old that nigga came out and quietly put a cape on and let everybody know that
Don't forget.
Stop fucking around and looking at me just because I'm small and not giving me my props. It really changed me. I was like, okay, this motherfucker is in top 10. Like, period.
for
Like,
real.
you can't fuck around right now. It's like, I seen him do a shot at and I knew shit was going to get crazy because I've always argued with my pops that Golden State is self-sufficient. Whatever big star comes.
They got a system.
And I don't like to join the bandwagon of beating up on KD because that's not fair either.
That ain't fair. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing, but they're self-sufficient. And I said, what we don't do is give Golden State the props. And Draymond Green sort of echoed it in his way. Like, motherfucker, we don't need, you know what I'm saying? So, but when you look at it, it's like, I knew something was going to be crazy hard to beat them when PJ Tucker said it. Interview. He says, they said, PJ, how do you feel that Kevin Durant is out? And does this loosen it up? Do you smell blood in the water? He said, man, to be actually honest with you, it's gonna be tougher to beat them. Man. He said, because now the ball gonna whip, swing, and look, they haven't lost a game since.
Ain't lost a game.
So you got to give props to Steph Curry. He's doing his MVP thing, and I think that's the one like shiny thing that you can watch this year.
What you saying that? Because we always debate, if you start a team, is he your first pick?
Ooh, it's tough. My five had always been my starting five had always been. Magic Johnson at point, Michael Jordan at 2,
sure.
Michael Jordan at 2, LeBron at 3, Larry Bird at 4, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at 5.
Wow.
You got Cheryl Miller coming off the bench.
Today's world, I mean, we gotta quit holding on to the old head shit. These young motherfuckers shoot your motherfucking lights out.
Yeah, I was gonna say I take KD over Bird.
Yeah, I mean,
and right now, like you said,
In the new world, you'd have to go LeBron at point.
Yep.
LeBron at point.
Facts, big facts.
LeBron at point.
Steph Curry at the 2, maybe.
Michael Jordan at the 2.
Ooh, you still staying with MJ?
Oh, MJ's incredible.
He's incredible. It's kind of
tough.
tough.
I'm down, everybody. Calm down.
No, I don't. Hey, man, 60 something percent. I mean, just what he does on every end of the court is tough. At 3,
he gonna pick a globe trying to do.
At 3,
Curly.
At 3, who would you go?
You gotta go KD. Man.
KD at 3.
You love KD.
Kevin Garnett.
I'm not a KD fan, but I'm a basketball fan. You can't go.
Who's in the
7
league
feet.
now? Then I would go. I'd have to put Kawhi in there.
Klay Thompson.
Kawhi at 4.
Definitely not
Because
Klay.
he gonna
Kawhi at 4.
Kawhi.
And who's your 5? But
Shaq.
when you
mean
saying
Draymond?
Kawhi, you stepping over a lot of people when you saying Kawhi in that top 5.
He gets buckets.
Got to
Yeah, but hold on, he ain't did it by himself just yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, so I don't even want to finish this because we're gonna get cooked now. You got to talk about Allen Iverson. You got to talk about AI who averaged 50 against those. Think about Allen Iverson in today's game. He would be a
So
fucking
if you put
monster.
AI and had him and Curry go against each
Y'all
other,
not having no
who
Kobe
win
in
there?
there, huh?
I think AI.
AI is my favorite player of all time.
AI against
but skill wise,
Curry.
ain't nobody rocking with Curry.
Anybody? Yeah, Curry.
He can shoot
He
from
can
30
shoot
feet
from
out.
anywhere. That's his advantage.
Before we say that, AI did something that no one else did. He didn't have a team.
Correct.
So you gotta look at it like this. Everybody plays in the comfort of that system. That's a different thing. AI played with
Aaron McKee.
With Aaron, I mean,
George Lynch.
AI was 5'8".
Eric Snow.
You know what I'm saying?
He was a little taller. I think he was 6 feet.
Tyrone Hill.
5'10".
Yeah, he about 5'10", 5'11".
AI was a killer, and AI would average 50 a night, 3 nights in a row with no help. So it's sort of hard to say.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Easy money.
Yeah, he's.
all day.
So I think, but there's no disrespect on Steph Curry. Not even close. I mean, he's emerging today as like one of the greats. It's just that when you talk about AI and when we see AI in person, it's a freak of nature. Because AI played up above the rim.
Yeah.
Like you see AI. Oh, what the fuck?
Right. But he never went to practice.
Hilarious.
That even made it more crazy because I used to hang out with AI. I'm supposed to be franchise player. And we sitting here talking about practice. Me and AI used to hang out. It was like epic. I was like, nigga, how you gonna get to the stadium? I'll be all right, J. Fox. I'm a killer, baby. I'm a killer, yo. I'm a killer, Joe. I'm a killer, baby. That motherfucker show up. Get them motherfuckers 55 double nickels. So
Remember that time we in Seattle and you and
Gary Payton. Oh, fuck.
Nigga missed practice and everything.
Yeah.
Hanging out there playing.
Come on, nigga.
Shooting pool.
Come on,
for
nigga.
shots.
And set shots up all the way down the pool table on both ends. And we had to do all the motherfuckers. I said, nigga, whatever, nigga. The 8th one I said, no, nigga, whatever, nigga. And then I couldn't fly out.
Yeah.
Because we were doing the show.
Did you guys hear about Coming to America?
Yeah.
Going into
It's
production next month.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, that's
It's gonna be
tough.
tough. It's a toughie.
It's toughy.
But who's gonna play the dad?
Eddie Murphy
Murphy
or Arsenio Hall?
No,
I know they could do. I know they could do it. It's just
I meant
like
the son. I meant the son.
John
not
Amos
the
ain't
dad.
dead, is
No,
You so stupid. Please read your. You supposed to be for with all of the influence. We're supposed to look to you for guidance. If John Amos dead,
how you spell John?
Guess they ain't gonna have no McDowell's.
Hilarious. We apologize to John Amos, everybody. No, I don't think you should touch it. I don't think you should touch it.
No, that's just a classic. You're right.
It's classic.
It's
I don't think you should mess with that because to me it's about accumulating characters.
Hell yeah.
It's about to me it's about the end game. It's like when we get to wherever we get in the twilight and we look back and say, hey man, we were able to do some shit that was really, we were allowed to be able to do some remarkable shit. If you look at In Living Color and all of the characters on there, from the Wanda character to the boxing character to all those characters, and then to go from that to Carla to go to Willie Beeman, to do Willie Beeman, to go to Ray Charles, to go to
Please tell the story.
What?
We're on The Living Color, and it's when Luther was there.
Oh shit!
And you was Luther. So Luther kept fucking up his line.
It's Big Luther, Little Luther.
It was Big Luther.
Yeah, it's big.
And when me and Foxx go back to meet him, there's a lot of Terrys and Tims and a whole bunch of niggas in the back room. So Luther kept fucking up his lines, and Foxx came out of character and said, "Look here, nigga, shit." He had the skirt on. I was like,
Be here all day.
I actually don't remember that. You gonna have a ghost of Luther after me, motherfucker.
Ghost of Luther.
Nigga, I be sleeping here. You be sleeping here.
Never boo much, never boo much.
Never move.
Joke of the day, TDP.
For real.
never boo much.
Oh my God.
Bang! Timeout, San Antonio. Hey,
Bingo.
Listen. I'm a jet out, man, but I just want to come by and say what's up.
Thank you, man.
Hey, listen.
They didn't believe me.
Listen.
We didn't.
I owe him money now.
Come on. Hey, listen. So we going out on the stand-up tour. That's all of the stuff that we were sort of hitting on and touching on and stuff like that. With all of the stuff that we touched on, we'll be talking about that in our act. And then me and Speedy gonna lace them up and get back out there. It was a fantastic opportunity to be George Jefferson.
I was out.
And like I said, it's about accumulating the characters. George Jefferson, Willie Beeman, Bundini Brown.
Ray Charles,
Django, Mike Tyson on his way,
Jarhead,
breaking
all the rules.
You gonna name all the
Stealth.
Booty call.
No, Booty Call's classic.
Yeah.
Held up.
Buns, but
Buns
but to
is
me,
fun.
man, that's what it's about. And then it's like I like having sort of the chip on, like a chip on my shoulder in the sense of like wanting to be in that comic space and really be like, really sort of, do my Steph Curry, like, come back and sort of like show what it really is. Y'all come check us out. You guaranteed laughs and we comics. And that's what I liked about last night. Like, don't take none of this shit too seriously when it comes to like even all the stuff that we're dealing with. Like, if we really want to get shit going, like, there's a certain way to do it, and so if there is some kind of sensible shit that we ever say, it's like, man, just don't sit back. Sometimes we gotta get proactive because there is a lot of stuff out here that's affecting us, but we just want to talk jokes about it. We want to be at the Revolution talking about what kind of sandals niggas got on. You know what I'm saying? That's our jobs. We that's our jobs, man. We comedians. We don't go by any other rules and things like that. Let us be funny, because if we don't keep the world laughing, man, this motherfucker gonna be really dimsel. So you need us to keep that shit real and keep it popping. So thank you.
And be Shazam.
Be Shazam, man. My daughter, Corinne Marie Foxx, man,
Killed
the DJ. Just killing it, man. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see the last show on Monday.
Season 3.
Season 3, man. It was absolutely fantastic. The teachers, again, we can't say enough about the teachers, man.
Yes.
They won $1 million, man.
Two black dudes.
Yeah, the two black dudes, amazing.
nice.
They blew all of the black categories, but they actually used Shania Twain, which is what's great about our show. And anytime somebody comes to our show, they see Speedy, they see us, they see TDB, they see us all. Man, that spirit of like the fun and being able to be on TV, man, we keep that going. And at the end, man, live life, man, and don't take this shit too serious.
Hey, we take a quick
Back
break.
on his
Come
funny
right
shit.
back.
Service. Back on my funny
You
shit.
got a service.